Rain hammered the windshield like accusations Alex couldn't dodge anymore. He gripped the steering wheel tighter, glancing at the rearview mirror where the boy sat hunched in the back seat, staring out at the blurred Seattle skyline, as if it held answers he wasn't ready to hear. When Jamie's hand slipped into his jacket pocket for a tissue, a crumpled envelope tumbled to the floorboard, its edge catching the dashboard light just enough to reveal Alex's own name scrawled in faded ink, a name that shouldn't have been there, not after 15 years of ghosts. Alex pulled over abruptly on a side street in Capitol Hill, the wipers slapping rhythmically against the downpour. His heart thudded like the bass from a nearby club spilling into the night. "Hey, kid," he said, voice steady despite the knot in his gut. "You dropped something." He reached back, fingers brushing the paper before Jamie could snatch it. The boy froze, eyes wide like a deer in headlights, his pale face even whiter under the street lamp glow filtering through the windows. Jamie was 14, or so the case file said, skinny as a reed, with dark curls that fell over eyes too old for his age. He'd bounced through 6 foster homes in 2 years, the reports noted dryly, each one citing withdrawal and refusal to engage. Alex had seen the type before. Hell, he'd been that type once, back when his own coming out had turned family dinners into battlegrounds. As a social worker turned foster parent himself, Alex knew the drill. Patience, boundaries, no promises you couldn't keep. But this letter? It felt like the universe cracking open a door he'd nailed shut. He turned in his seat, holding the envelope out like it might bite. "This yours?" Jamie nodded once, barely, his gaze flicking to the name, Alexander Hale, before darting away. Alex's full name, the one only his closest friends used anymore. "Mind if I?" He didn't wait for permission. The kid's silence was permission enough in this line of work. Unfolding it revealed handwriting that hit like a sucker punch. Looping letters from a woman he'd loved once, briefly, disastrously. "Elena, if you're reading this, Alex, it means I'm gone. And Jamie, he's yours. Not by blood, but by the promise we made that night in the rain. Protect him from what I couldn't." The words blurred as memories flooded back. Elena Vargas, fiery artist from Alex's college days at the University of Washington, the one straight girl who'd seen past his guarded smiles and pulled him into a friendship that blurred every line. They'd shared a rainy night confessing dreams over cheap wine, her straight, him gay, both lost in the haze of youth and unspoken pains. She'd married young, had Jamie, then vanished into a spiral of addiction and bad choices. Alex had lost track after she ghosted him post-graduation. Now this, a letter dated 3 months ago, tucked away like a time bomb. "Jamie," Alex said softly, refolding it, "talk to me. Who's Elena to you?" The boy swallowed hard, fingers twisting the hem of his oversized hoodie. "Mom," he whispered, the first word he'd uttered since the agency handoff an hour ago. It hung there, fragile as the rain-lashed glass. Alex's mind raced. Elena gone, Jamie orphaned, and this plea from the grave tying them together. But why now? Why him? The foster system didn't do surprises like this. It chewed up kids and spat out statistics. They drove the rest of the way in silence, the letter burning a hole in Alex's pocket now. His apartment in a converted warehouse loft overlooked Elliott Bay, all exposed brick and secondhand furniture that screamed single guy trying too hard. Alex had fostered 3 kids before Jamie, each placement a temporary salve for the ache of his own childless life. At 35, with a graphic design gig that paid the bills and a community of queer friends who kept him grounded, he'd built walls higher than the Space Needle. Relationships? Fleeting. Fatherhood? Borrowed time. But this felt different, like fate had a sick sense of humor. Inside, Alex flicked on the lights, the space warming under the hum of a space heater. "Bathrooms down the hall. I'll heat up some leftovers. Pasta okay?" Jamie nodded, shedding his damp jacket on the couch like it weighed a ton. As Alex rummaged in the kitchen, he caught glimpses. The boy tracing patterns on the foggy window, shoulders curved inward against an invisible weight. What horrors had those other homes held? Bullying for his soft features? Whispers about why his mom never came back. Alex's own scars itched. The high school beatings, the church pamphlet his dad had left on his bed like a verdict. Dinner was awkward, forks scraping plates in the quiet. "School starts Monday," Alex ventured. Evergreen Middle. I can drive you. Jamie picked at his food, then muttered, I don't go much. The admission landed like gravel. Truancy, isolation, classic signs. Alex leaned forward. Look, this letter. Your mom and I, we were friends. Long time ago. She must have trusted me. Jamie's eyes lifted, sharp and searching. She said you'd understand. About everything. Everything. The word echoed. That night, as Jamie crashed on the pull-out couch with a stack of blankets, Alex sat at his desk. Elena's letter spread under the lamp. It detailed her regrets. The husband who'd bailed, the drugs that numbed the pain, the knowledge that Jamie was different. Like you, Alex, with that quiet fire. Was she saying what he thought? That Jamie was gay, or questioning, in a world that still crushed souls like his had been? The letter begged Alex to shield him from the hunters, a cryptic warning that chilled him. Bigots? Family? Something worse? Sleep evaded him, the city's hum a lullaby of what-ifs. By dawn, resolve hardened. He'd call the agency tomorrow, demand records on Elena's death. Overdose, the Obit Online had whispered. But for now, this boy was his charge, letter or no. As coffee brewed, Jamie emerged, rumpled and wary. Breakfast, Alex offered, sliding over eggs. The kid sat, and for the first time, a ghost of a smile tugged his lips. Small victories. But the day unraveled fast. At the grocery run, a clerk's sideways glance at their clasped grocery bags, Alex's rainbow keychain dangling, sparked Jamie's flinch. They stare, he said flatly in the car. Alex's jaw tightened. Yeah, they do. But we stare back. It was his mantra, born from pride parades and bar fights. Yet inside, doubt gnawed. Could he protect this kid from the world's sharp edges when his own heart still bled from old cuts? Back home, unpacking revealed another slip. A photo from Jamie's pocket, Elena beaming with a toddler Jamie. Alex's younger self photobombed in the background, arms slung around her shoulder. Laughter frozen in time. You knew her, Jamie said, not a question. Alex nodded, throat tight. She saved me once. Guess it's my turn. The boy looked away, but not before Alex saw the crack in his armor, vulnerability peeking through the quiet. That afternoon, Alex's best friend Marcus dropped by, all booming laugh and leather jacket, the kind of gay uncle every kid needed. Who's the mini you? He teased, ruffling Jamie's hair. The boy shrank back, but Marcus, ever the therapist, knelt eye level. Hey, tough guy? Uncle Mark's got stories that'll make you laugh till you cry. Over pizza, tales flowed. Marcus's coming out debacle at a family reunion, complete with pie in the face. Jamie listened, rapt, the first spark of engagement. But as evening fell, tension simmered. Jamie retreated to the couch, sketching furiously in a notebook Alex hadn't noticed. Peeking later, he saw raw lines, shadowed figures, hands reaching but never touching. Art like Elena's, full of unspoken screams. Nightmares? Alex asked gently. Jamie shrugged. Mom said draw it out. The letter's weight pressed heavier. What else had she hidden? By bedtime, Alex lay awake, the city's fog rolling in like doubt. This wasn't just fostering, it was a collision course. Prejudices loomed, the agency's scrutiny on queer parents, the school's cliques that devoured outsiders. And the letter's hunters, who were they? Elena's ex? Zealous relatives? As thunder rumbled, Jamie's soft sob pierced the dark. Alex rose, perching on the couch edge. It's okay to be scared. The boy curled closer, whispering, what if they find me? Them. The undefined terror. Alex's arm draped over, protective. Not on my watch. Little did he know, the watch had already begun ticking backward, unraveling threads that bound them to a past neither could escape. The letter was just the key. The lock hid horrors and hopes intertwined. Monday morning hit like a freight train, Seattle's gray dawn mocking Alex's fragile optimism. He watched Jamie stuff the last Pop-Tart into his backpack, the boy's eyes scanning the apartment like a soldier checking for snipers. You'll be fine, Alex said, forcing a grin. Text if you need pickup early. Jamie nodded, but his grip on the strap whitened knuckles. As they navigated the slick sidewalks to the Subaru, Alex's phone buzzed. A text from his caseworker, Linda. Background check on Elena Vargas expedited. Call me. The drive to Evergreen Middle wound through tree-lined streets where rainbow flags fluttered defiantly from porches, a queer enclave's quiet rebellion. Alex parked curbside, engine idling. One foot in front of the other, yeah? Jamie bolted without a word, vanishing into the swarm of kids like smoke. Alex lingered, gut twisting. He'd prepped the principal over email, single gay foster dad, kid with trauma history, but words on a screen didn't shield from hallway whispers. Work swallowed him next. Freelance deadlines for a nonprofit's pride campaign. Irony not lost as he tweaked slogans about found family. By lunch, Linda's callback came. Elena's death was ruled accidental OD, but toxicology flagged something off, possible foul play. No suspects, case cold. Alex's fork paused midair. Foul play? She was clean last I heard. Linda sighed. Relapse hit hard. Husband's MIA, but get this. In-laws are conservative Catholics from Tacoma. They fought for custody pre-death, lost on stability grounds. Might be your hunters. The pieces slotted uneasily. Elena's letter warning of shadows now felt prophetic. Alex spent the afternoon digging online, forums lighting up with anti-LGBTQ custody horror stories, grandparents weaponizing faith against queer parents. Was that Jamie's fear? Losing his mom's final wish to bigots who'd pray the gay away. Alex's blood boiled. He'd clawed through his own family's rejection, emerging scarred but standing. No way he'd let history repeat. Pickup was a war zone of honking horns and chattering tweens. Jamie slid in, face ashen. They asked about you. Alex's radar pinged. Who? Guidance counselor. And some kids. Said foster homes are for weirdos. The slur landed like shrapnel. Alex merged into traffic, voice even. Weirdos build the best forts. Tell me more about the counselor. Jamie shrugged. Wanted my story. I said nothing. Smart kid, Alex thought, pride mingling with ache. Silence as therapy. He'd written the book on that. Home brought minor relief. Marcus waiting with takeout tie and board games. His way of vetting new nieces and nephews. Spill, mini-me. Marcus prodded over pad CEW. What's your superpower? Jamie hesitated, then, hiding. The room stilled. Marcus, ever the pro, pivoted. Hiding's a skill, but revealing? That's magic. Like when I hid in closets, literal ones, till I burst out at karaoke night. Laughter cracked the ice, Jamie's first real chuckle echoing off brick walls. But evening shadows lengthened doubts. As Alex washed dishes, Jamie hovered, notebook clutched like a shield. Can I show you? The sketches poured out. Elena ethereal, Jamie small against storm clouds, figures with pitchforks in the distance. The hunters, Jamie breathed. Mom said they'd come if she told. Alex's stomach dropped. Told what? The boy traced a line. That I'm like you. And her brother was too. They killed him for it. The revelation slammed home. Elena's brother, Tomas, the activist Alex dimly recalled from college protests, out and proud till his suicide, that smelled of cover-up. Tacoma headlines from a decade back, tragic fall from bridge. Whispers of hate crime buried under family denials. Jamie's eyes, mirrors of that loss, pleaded. She made me promise to find you if. Alex pulled him into a hug, the boy's frame rigid then melting. You're safe. I swear. That night, paranoia crept in. Alex bolted the door extra, phone charging by the bed with 911 on speed dial. Dreams tangled. Elena laughing in rain. Tomas waving from a bridge, Jamie vanishing into fog. He woke sweating, checking on the boy, curled peaceful, thumb at lips like a much younger kid. Fatherly instinct surged, fierce and unfamiliar. But morning brought escalation, a voicemail from an unknown Tacoma number. Alexander Hale? This is Margaret Vargas. We need to talk about our grandson. The in-laws. Alex's pulse raced as he dressed. No way he'd hand Jamie over to zealots who'd driven Elena to despair. He called Linda mid-commute, voice low as Jamie dozed in back. Custody thread inbound. Get me leverage. She promised warrants for Elena's files, but bureaucracy crawled. Dropping Jamie at school, Alex lingered, watching till the bell rang. Be brave, he murmured to the empty car. Work blurred into frenzy, designs bleeding red like warnings. Marcus texted, lunch? Need deets on the plot twist. Over sandwiches at a Capitol Hill cafe, Alex unloaded. Letter, hunters, the hug that felt like claiming. Marcus whistled. Paternal gay icon alert. But seriously, lawyer up. Those Tacoma types play dirty, seen it in sessions. Advice landed heavy. Alex's ex, Ryan, had bailed years back citing too much baggage, leaving Alex wary of entanglements. Now this boy was baggage he craved. Afternoon pickup revealed Jamie's triumph. Made a friend. Sorta. They sorta was Eli, a wiry kid with purple streaked hair and a backpack plastered in bi-pride stickers. They huddled by the fence, whispering like conspirators. Alex waved, heart lifting, alliances forming. But Eli's mom, a tattooed lesbian named Carla, cornered him post-hug. Jamie's got that haunted look. My boy's the same. Out since 12, still dodging slurs. You need backup. We're the block's queer anti-network. Gratitude swelled. Seattle's underbelly of support, forged in Stonewall's echoes, hummed alive. Dinner that night buzzed with Eli tales, Jamie animated, fork waving like a conductor. He says school's okay if you ignore the jerks. Alex chuckled. Jerks are everywhere. Trick is collecting the non-jerks. Post-meal, a walk to the bay, fog-shrouded ferries, salt air cleansing. Jamie slipped his hand in Alex's, casual, trusting. The gesture undid him. Tears pricked, unshed. But Holmes' glow dimmed with the Tacoma callback. Margaret's voice, syrupy steel. Jamie's family is here, Mr. Hale. Your lifestyle isn't suitable. The barb hooked deep, dredging old wounds. His dad's choice, lectures, the foster system side-eyes. He's thriving, Alex countered, calm as glass. Court says otherwise. Click. Rage simmered into strategy. He pored over Elena's letter again, the promise glowing. Raise him in light, not fear. Midnight found him pacing, Jamie's snores a anchor. Twists loomed. What if the in-laws had dirt? What if Jamie's, like you, hid deeper pains? The letter had changed everything, but the real storm brewed on horizons unseen. As lightning forked over the sound, Alex vowed silently. Whatever came, they'd face it unbroken. Tuesday dawned brittle, coffee bitter on Alex's tongue as he replayed Margaret's call. He scrolled news clips on Tomas Vargas, the suicide, article glossed over bruises, witnesses silenced by family poll. Hate crime, uncharged. Elena's brother, Jamie's uncle, a ghost haunting their bloodline. Breakfast, kiddo. Alex called, plating oatmeal with raisins. Jamie eyed suspiciously. The boy slid in, Eli's number scrawled on a napkin from yesterday. Text him yet? Alex prodded. Jamie flushed. Maybe. School drop-off felt routine now, Eli waving from the entrance like a beacon. Alex's drive to the studio twisted through Queen and Hills, mind mapping defenses, petition for emergency guardianship, citing the letter as Elena's directive. Linda texted updates, Elena's autopsy redacted, but a detective's note flagged suspicious circumstances. Foul play whispered louder. At lunch, he met Carla at a park bench, her stories a bomb and blade. Lost my sister to conversion camp. These families. They don't stop. Empowerment surged, but vulnerability nipped heels. Back home, Jamie burst in post-school, backpack thumping. Eli invited me over Saturday. Excitement lit his face, curls bouncing. Alex high-fived, masking the undercurrent. Awesome. I'll chaperone. Meet the fam. Jamie deflated slightly. Not babysit. Partner in crime. Alex amended, ruffling hair. Laughter bridged the gap, but as Jamie sketched Eli's portrait, awkward lines capturing shy grins, Alex glimpsed the boy's core. Artist like mom, resilient like uncle. Evening brought conflict's first spark. A knock echoed. Neighbor Mrs. Hargrove, pearl-clutching widow with a Bible study group. Heard voices. New. Arrangement. Her eyes flicked to the pride mug on the counter. Alex stiffened. Foster placement. All above board. She pursed lips. Children need stability. Moral kind. The dig landed, echoes of Tacoma. Jamie peeked from the hall, shrinking. Alex shut the door firm. Ignore her. Neighborhood tax for rainbows. But the encounter festered. Bedtime stories. Alex reading from a dog-eared Harry Potter. Jamie nestled close. Turned confessional. Kids at school. They call Eli fag. Jamie's whisper cut. Alex paused, book lowering. And you? Silence stretched, then, sometimes. But Eli says own it. Pride swelled, tangled with terror. You do you, Jamie. Always. The boy burrowed deeper. Mom said you'd teach me how. Sleep claimed them entwined on the couch, Storm outside mirroring inner tempests. Dawn's called Jared. Linda, urgent. Vargas in-laws filed for custody. Hearing in 48 hours. They claim you're unfit. Attached Elena's psych evals, painting her unstable to discredit the letter. Alex's world tilted. Unfit. The word weaponized his queerness, his singleness, his everything. Bullshit, he growled. Give me that detective. The day devolved into war room. Calls to a pro bono queer legal aid. Marcus storming over with takeout and tirades. Those hypocrites. Tomas rotted in their care. Karma's a bitch. Jamie, home early with a fever, absorbed the frenzy quietly, coloring book shielding eyes. Am I going? He asked, small-voiced over soup. Alex knelt. Not if I breathe. You're mine now. The claim sealed something, Jamie's hand squeezing back. Fever dreams gripped the boy that night. Mutters of hunters and bridge. Alex dosed Tylenol, sponging brows, paternal rhythm instinctive. By midnight, delirium loosened tongues. Uncle Tomas. He flew, but they pushed. Alex's blood iced. Eyewitness. Repressed memory? He recorded softly on his phone. Evidence gold. Morning brought Carla's crew. A potluck of allies, rainbow casseroles, and strategy sessions in the loft. We've got your back. Eli's dad, a burly trans man named Jordan, rumbled. Picket lines if needed. Hearing prep consumed hours. Affidavits from Marcus on Alex's stability, Eli's testimonial on Jamie's progress. The letter, notarized copy in hand, shown as talisman. But twists lurked. Detective Ruiz called, gravel voice. Vargas case reopening. Anonymous tip on Tomas. Family pressure to recant witnesses. Elena? Same circle. Connections spiderwebbed. In-laws grip tightening post-deaths. Now clawing for Jamie to correct the line. Afternoon school run doubled as recon. Jamie, fever flushed but fierce, introduced Alex to Eli properly. The kids hug bold. Acceptance pure. You're cool, Eli declared. Jamie's lucky. Walking home, hands linked again, Jamie ventured. What if they win? Alex stopped under a dripping cedar. Then we fight dirtier. Run, hide, but never alone. The vow hung, sky clearing to blue tees. Evening climaxed softly. Jamie's fever broke with a sketch. Alex and him on a bridge, hands joined, hunters as distant smudges. Our story, the boy said. Tears traced Alex's cheeks. Damn right. But phone's trill shattered peace. Margaret, venom sweet. Settle out of court, or we expose your indiscretions. Blackmail? Photos? Alex's past, a wilder youth, dredged up. He hung up, fury forging steel. Midnight strategy with Marcus. Counter hard. Leak their skeletons. But ethics warred. Jamie's world hung delicate. As the boy slept sound, Alex traced the letter's folds. Changes rippled, from stranger to sentinel, quiet to kin. Yet storms gathered, prejudices as lightning rods. The hearing loomed, a gauntlet where love would bare teeth. In the hush, Alex whispered to shadows, bring it. For Jamie, for Elena, for the boy he'd been. Unbroken, they'd rise. The courthouse in downtown Seattle loomed like a concrete sentinel, its halls echoing with footsteps of the desperate and damned. Alex adjusted his tie, borrowed from Marcus, too tight. As Jamie clung to his side, Eli and Carla flanking like honor guard. Breathe, Alex murmured, squeezing the boy's hand. Jamie nodded, curls tamed for once, eyes darting to the Vargas contingent across the lobby. Margaret, stern in pearls, flanked by a lawyer with shark eyes and a burly brother type who scanned like he owned the shadows. Inside chambers, air thickened. Judge Harlan, a silver-haired veteran with a rep for fairness, scanned files. Guardianship petition, Mr. Hale? Alex stood, voice steady. Yes, Your Honor. Elena Vargas named me in her will. This letter proves intent. He slid the document across, heart hammering. Margaret's lawyer rose, slick. Fabricated. Ms. Vargas was unstable. Exhibits a through D. Psych records, addiction logs. And Mr. Hale's lifestyle? Incompatible with a minor's moral development. The slur slithered, chamber tensing. Carla's hand gripped Alex's chair. Jamie's nails dug his palm. Objection. His pro bono attorney, Lena, a fierce Latina dyke from legal aid, snapped. Relevance. Mr. Hale's orientation is protected. Focus on child's best interest. Harlan nodded. Sustained. Evidence on fitness. Lena fired back. Stability reports. Jamie's school progress. Ally affidavits. But the tide turned with Ruiz's testimony. Detective in rumpled suit. Dropping Tomas bombshell. Reopened investigation. Witness recantations coerced by Vargas family. Elena's death? Similar pressures noted. Gasps rippled. Margaret paled, lawyer fumbling. Speculation. But Harlan leaned forward. Anonymous tip corroborates. This court abhors coercion. Cross-exam pierced. Jamie, voice small but steel, recounting Elena's fears, the hunters who took Uncle Tomas. Margaret's rebuttal crumbled under questions. We offered stability. Her eyes flicking guilty. Hours blurred. Recesses tense with lobby glares. Jamie whispered, they're scared. Alex hugged him fierce. Of us. Good. Verdict dropped like thunder. Temporary guardianship to Alex. Full hearing in 30 days pending investigation. Cheers muffled. Hugs from the crew. Outside, rain eased to mist. Victory bittersweet. We did it. Eli hooped, fist-bumping Jamie. But Margaret's parting shot lingered. This isn't over, deviant. The word scorched, dredging Alex's youth. Slurs spray painted on his dorm. The night he questioned if love was worth the war. Homecoming glowed. Potluck redux. Jordan grilling veggie burgers on the fire escape. Stories swapping like lifelines. Jamie bloomed, chasing fireflies of laughter with Eli. Sketches traded like secrets. You're a hero, Marcus toasted Alex, eyes misty. Nah. Alex deflected. Just stubborn. But inside, shifts settled. Jamie's room prepped with star stickers, a desk for art. Paternal threads wove tighter, love's quiet architecture. Yet undercurrents swirled. Late-night call from Ruiz. Vargas' brother, Victor, priors for assault. Anti-gay bar brawls. Elena filed restraining order pre-death. The hunter named. Alex's sleep fractured, dreams of bridges and falls. Morning brought Jamie's question over cereal. What now? Alex pondered. Live, but smart. Enrolled him in art therapy at the Queer Center. Eli tagging along. Bonds forging against isolation's grain. Week blurred. School routines. Design gigs. Community picnics where Jamie met more weirdos. Trans elders sharing migration tales. By moms swapping snack hacks. Prejudices peaked. A playground shove from a kid echoing home bigotry. Jamie's bruise hidden, but not his flinch. Alex confronted the parent. Calm thunder. Teach better, or stay away. Ripple effects. Whispers, but also solidarity. Carla's network buzzing support. Twist struck Friday. Package at door, unmarked. Inside, Elena's journal. Pages of poetry. Jamie's baby photos. Entries naming Alex as the brother I chose, the dad he'll need. Tucked last, a photo of Tomas and Elena with a teen Alex, arms linked at a pride march. Found this in mom's stuff, Jamie said, having snuck it open. You were there. Alex's throat closed. For him. Always. Revelation deepened. Not just friend, but family by choice. LGBT, kin woven long before the letter. But shadows lengthened. Victor's truck idled blocks away that weekend, spotted by Jordan on patrol. Stalking. Alex's pulse spiked. Police report filed, but fear seeded. Jamie's nightmares returning, sketches darkening with cloaked figures. He won't stop, the boy confided during a bay walk, waves lapping like confessions. Alex halted, kneeling to eye level. Then we don't either. You're not hiding anymore. Climax brewed at Eli's game night. Board games turning to truths. Kids spilling. Eli's first crush on a boy, Jamie admitting the same, tentative. It's scary, he said. Group hug ensued, Alex's heart full. But buzzer, unknown call, heavy breather. Give him up, or join them. Threat veiled, but clear. Panic crested, Alex bundled Jamie home, locks triple-checked. Midnight council with allies, security cams installed, Ruiz looped in. Marcus stayed over, shotgun tails from his activist days lightning load. Love's the real weapon, he said, arm around Alex. The man paused. Marcus's gaze held old sparks rekindled, but focus sharpened on Jamie, asleep between them, safe harbor. Changes cascaded. Jamie's first smiley at school, Alex's designs infused with their story, subtle bridges in pride graphics. Yet tension coiled, in-law's appeal looming, Victor's shadow prowling. The letter had unlocked doors, but now monsters knocked. In the quiet, Alex traced Jamie's sleeping face, vowing, through fire, they'd forge unbreakable. Autumn leaves skittered like warnings across Capitol Hill sidewalks, Seattle's chill biting deeper as the full hearing neared. Alex juggled sketches for a gallery show, his first solo, themed Bridges, while Jamie's art therapy bloomed, canvases splashed with defiant colors. "That's you and me," the boy explained one evening, pointing to intertwined figures crossing a chasm. Alex's chest tightened, metaphors alive, their bond a lifeline amid gathering storms. Eli's friendship anchored Jamie, sleepovers buzzing with video games and whispered dreams. "He likes a boy in math class," Jamie confided post-pajama fort, cheeks pink. Alex grinned. "Go team." Advice. Be honest. Tentative steps. Jamie's identity unfurling like fern fronds in spring mist. But Victor's harassment escalated. Slashed tires on the Subaru, graffiti on the loft door, Sinners Denver. Police dusted for prints, Ruiz growling, building case. Stay vigilant. Community rallied. Carla's network patrolled, Jordan teaching Jamie self-defense in the park. Gentle holds turning to confident blocks. Strengths inside. Jordan rumbled. Trans wisdom earned hard. Marcus dove deeper, his flirtations with Alex evolving to late-night talks on the fire escape, stars pricking fog. "You deserve this," Marcus said, hand brushing Alex's. "Us." The question hung, possibility flickering, love's embers, banked but warm. Twist detonated midweek. Anonymous email to Alex's gallery contact, outing Elena's deviant circle with doctored photos. Alex at Pride, Tomas mid-chant, Elena blurred in background. "Cancel show?" The curator fretted. Rage boiled. Alex forwarded to Lena. Defamation suit material. Vargas fingerprints all over. Counterstrike. Press release tying exhibit to hate crime awareness, donations surging. Jamie's reaction? Fury channeled to art. A mural of Bridges unbroken, unveiled at the queer center to cheers. Hearing Eve crackled electric. Rehearsal dinner at Carla's. Toast to resilience. Jamie's speech halting but heartfelt. Alex isn't blood. He's better. Tears flowed. Hugs ironclad. Bedtime, Jamie clung. "What if?" Alex soothed. "We have an army." Sleep evaded Alex. Marcus's presence a comfort. Their first kiss tentative, under quilt of old wounds healing. Court day dawned crisp. Gallery buzz lending armor. Packed gallery. Allies, press, even Ruiz and civvies. Judge Harlan reconvened, gavel sharp. Vargas lawyer pressed. Mr. Hale's associations endanger the child. Exhibit. Recent threats, implying instability. Lena pounced. "Threats from your clients, per police logs." Gasps. Evidence piled. Victor's priors. Margaret's emails unearthed via subpoena. Elena's journal affirming Alex. Jamie's testimony sealed. Perched straight, voice clear. "Mom chose him because he knows pain. Like Uncle Tomas. Like me." Harlan's eyes softened. "Son, that's brave." Verdict. Full guardianship, in-laws restrained. Jubilation erupted. Cheers, tears, Jamie launching into Alex's arms. Outside, press flashed. Queer dad wins against bigotry. Victory viral, but Victor's glare from afar chilled, unfinished business. Afterglow shimmered, gallery opening a triumph. Jamie's mural centerpiece, bids rolling. Marcus confessed over wine. "Fell for you years ago." Scared then. Alex leaned in. "Not now." Kisses deepened, love's surprise twist. From friends to flames, Jamie's blessing beaming. But idols shattered 2 nights later. Break-in, loft ransacked, Elena's journal gone. Victor's calling card, a slashed pride flag on the floor. Panic crested, Jamie's screams woke the block. Police swarmed, Ruiz vowing arrest. He's cornered. Underground buzz. Tacoma whispers of family fracture. Margaret cracking under guilt. Jamie, shattered, retreated to sketches, dark voids now. They took her words. Alex held him through sobs. "We'll get it back." And more. Healing wove slow. Therapy doubles. Eli's comics is balm. Marcus moved in temporarily, his steadiness a pillar. Romance bloomed quiet. Shared chores. Jamie's teasing gross at handholds. Prejudices lingered street level, slurs from passing cars, school admin foot drags on GSA club. But counters built. Alex's TEDx invite on foster queerness. Jamie co-presenting, voice gaining thunder. Climax crested at community vigil for Tomas. Bridge lit rainbow, story shared. Victor crashed, drunk and raging. Abominations. Chaos, scuffle, Ruiz cuffing him mid-swing. Margaret arrived, broken. I failed them. Take him, please. Confession poured, cover-ups, pressures, Elena's pleas ignored. Redemption's edge, tear-streaked. Jamie's forgiveness? Absent. Words don't fix graves. Alex nodded, proud. Journal recovered from Victor's wreck, pages tear-stained but whole. Highs tumbled, guardianship papers signed, family official. Yet depth lingered. Jamie's first crush confession to Eli, mutual stammers sweet. Alex's advice, jump. Bridges hold. As winter nipped, changes crystallized. Loft fuller, hearts braver. The letter's legacy? Not just survival, but thriving. Love defying shadows, prejudices bent but not broken. Twists had forged them, unbreakable alloy. Winter's grip tightened on Seattle, snow dusting the sound like fragile peace. Guardianship sealed, Alex's life reframed. Parent-teacher nights, Jamie's art show bids, Marcus's ring on the nightstand, proposal pending, love's steady burn. Marry me. Marcus asked one fog morning, coffee steaming. Alex laughed, yes on lips, Jamie's whoop from the hall sealing it. Triad forming, LGBT roots deep. But scars itched. Victor's trial loomed, charges stacking. Stalking, vandalism, Tomas reopening as homicide. Margaret testified, voice quavering. I chose silence for family. Lost everything. Her eyes met Jamie's across the stand, plea unmet. The boy turned away, sketching in margins, bridges now fortified with thorns. She helped kill him, he told Alex post-session. Can I hate her? Hate the act. Heal the hurt. School bloomed thorns and roses. Jamie's coming out essay winning district praise, but backlash, locker notes, gym taunts. Eli's solidarity fierce, their handhold in halls a quiet revolution. Alex met bullies' parents, calm confrontation yielding uneasy truces. Change starts home, he echoed his own dad's ghost, forgiveness a work in progress. Gallery success spiraled, Bridges, tour booked, Jamie co-illustrating. Press hounded, foster dad's triumph. But Alex steered to systemic rot. Queer foster shortages, hate's underbelly. TEDx stage thrummed, Jamie beside, voice steady. Letters opened doors. We walked through. Applause thundered, offers flooded, book deals, speaking gigs. Marcus's integration charmed. Cooking disasters turned feasts, Jamie dubbing him cool dad too. Wedding plans whispered, small, beachside, rain or shine. But twist lingered. Elena's hidden safe deposit box, Ruiz alerting post-Victor plea deal. Contents, Tomas's unsent manifesto, railing against family's bigotry. Elena's will addendum naming Alex co-heir to a trust for Jamie. Art fund, legacy liquid. Revelation hits soft, beach walk, waves whispering. Jamie read aloud, tears salting sand. They fought for us. Alex nodded, arm around Marcus. And one in us. Boy's question pierced. Am I gay? Like you? Alex smiled. Label or not, you're loved. Fluidity embraced. Jamie's sketches softening, rainbows in voids. Victor's sentencing closed chapters. 20 years, hate crime enhancer. Margaret's letter arrived. Apology, not absolution. Forgive if you can. Jamie burned it in the fire escape brazier. Ashes to wind. Free now. Healing sark bent. Spring unfurled. Wedding under cherry blossoms. Carla officiating. Eli ring bearer with flair. Vows exchanged. Marcus's through storms. Alex's building bridges. Jamie's toast. Families chosen. Yours rocks. Dance floor chaos. Laughter echoing. Summer's cusp brought full circle. Jamie's first date. Awkward diner with math crush. Alex/Marcus spying from afar. Grins shared. Pride parade marched. Trio arm in arm. Banners blazing. Prejudices? Fading echoes. A heckler's slur drowned in cheers. The letter, framed on mantle, yellowed but potent. Elena's scrawl a beacon. Changes profound. From quiet boy to voice, foster dad to husband-father, ghosts to guides. Twists, threats, trials, truths had tempered them, love's forge unyielding. In quiet nights, Alex watched Jamie sketch stars, Marcus's head on shoulder. "We made it," he whispered. Boy looked up, eyes clear. And more. Horizons beckoned, unbroken, alive. Epilogue whispered. Years on, Jamie's gallery opening, Bridges series, sold out. Alex and Marcus in front row, pride swelling. A new letter from Jamie. "Thanks for the start. Love, son. Full circle, hearts full."